Have you heard of the British officer who was shot in the stomach, the groin, the hand, the ear, the skull, the ankle, the hip, the leg, and the eye, and lived to tell the tale? Awarded the Victoria Cross, he also survived plane crashes, tunneled out of a prisoner of war camp with just one hand, age 63, and tore off his own fingers when a doctor refused to amputate them. This is the story of Lieutenant Generals Adrian Carton de Wiart, the soldier they couldn't kill. Adrian Carton de Wiart's journey began amidst the opulence of Brussels. He was born on 5th of May, 1880 in Brussels. His Belgian father was Leon Constant Gislin Carton de Wiart, a well-known and connected lawyer. His mother, Ernestine Wenzig, was Irish. At the time, there were rumors that he was an illegitimate son of King Leopold II of the Belgians. Adrian grew up in an affluent household. In 1891, he was sent to boarding school in England, going on to study law at Oxford. In 1899, Carton de Wiart wanted to experience war firsthand. Unfortunately for him, he was under military age and did not have his father's consent. Not that those obstacles stopped him. Abandoning his studies, he pretended to be 25 and signed up under a pseudonym, Trooper Carton. He left for South Africa to serve with the British Army during the Second Boer War. For 3 years, 1899 to 1902, he served with distinction, eventually ending when he received bullet wounds to the stomach and groin, necessitating a return to England. His next stop was with the Somaliland Camel Corps, fighting the forces of the Dervish movement. During an attack on an enemy fort at Shimber-Barras, he was shot in the arm and in the face, losing his left eye and part of an ear. He received the Distinguished Service Order for his exploits. He returned to England to recover and was given a glass eye. It caused him such discomfort that he allegedly threw it away and instead acquired a black eye patch. World War I beckoned, and Carton de Wiart answered the call. By November 1914, he had become a British citizen. As commanding officer during the Second Battle of Ypres, during a German artillery barrage, Carton de Wiart's left hand was shattered. According to his autobiography, he tore off 2 fingers when the doctor refused to amputate them. Later that year, his hand was completely amputated by a surgeon. By 1916, he was back in action, leading the 8th Battalion Gloucestershire Regiment in the Battle of the Somme. With one hand, one eye, and unwavering determination, he led his men into the fray, earning the prestigious Victoria Cross, the UK's highest military decoration awarded for valor in the face of the enemy. Those of his men who survived recounted stories of Carton de Wiart, pulling the pins of grenades out with his teeth and hurling them with his one good arm. But he received another serious injury at Devil's Wood during the Battle of the Somme, when he was shot through the back of the head. But fortunately, it missed his spinal cord. He hadn't finished escaping death. During the remainder of the First World War, he was shot through the hip at the Battle of Passchendaele, through the leg at Cambrai, and through the ear at Arras. With the outbreak of World War II, there was to no staying at home in comfort for Carton de Wiart, despite now being in his 60s. In April 1941, he was dispatched to Yugoslavia to form a British military mission. However, his plane was shot down over the Mediterranean. He managed to swim to shore, where he was arrested by the Italians and put in a prisoner of war camp. He made numerous attempts to escape, once evading recapture for 8 days. Carton de Wiart was eventually released over 2 years later and was then sent to China by Winston Churchill to be his personal representative to nationalist leader Chiang Kai-shek, a post he held until 1946. In Rangoon, he slipped on coconut matting on some stairs, fell, broke several vertebrae, and knocked himself unconscious. He was treated in Rangoon Hospital. He retired from the military in 1947 at the rank of lieutenant general. In retirement, Carton de Wiart found peace in the tranquil landscapes of County Cork. He bought Agonish House in Macroom and moved there with his wife. Despite his advanced age and numerous injuries, he remained active and continued to pursue various interests such as fishing. He wrote his memoirs titled Happy Odyssey, which recounted his remarkable life and experiences. Thankfully, we don't have any more records of him breaking any more bones. His awards include the Victoria Cross, Knight Commander of the British Empire, Companion of the Order of the Bath, Companion of the Order of St. Michael and St. George, Distinguished Service Order, Virtudi Militari, Poland, Croix de Guerre, Belgium, Legion of Honor, France, and Croix de Guerre, France. Although seemingly indestructible on the battlefield, the Unkillable Soldier died peacefully on the 5th of June 1963, aged 83.